coaches, Coach Angela here. This is my demo lady today. This is my good friend Kelly. She is really tired after our Saturday Power Hour, but she is a dancer, so I just wanted to give you guys that heads up that she is super flexible, so most women will not be able to get this deep into the poses, and our job is to guide them there. So we are going over flow. So we're going to start in standing mountain. So we're focusing on rooting down. I've got my workout with me, but I would never coach holding my workout. I would leave it up at the front and then come back and check. This is gonna be like flow on hyper speed. So she's rooting down. So we're going to bring hands down by her side, palms open to the front. She's lifting those kneecaps by engaging those quads. She's got her pelvis tucked, shoulders are rolled down and back, chin is parallel, and her ears are slightly back and resting over those shoulders. So if I was coming over to correct, I would come up behind my client, grab nice and easy, pull shoulders down, focus on tucking that pelvis, and now engaging those quads to lift and breathe, okay? So we're there. We're going to focus on rooting down through the feet. We're focusing on grounding for this class. And we're going to inhale, arms overhead. Nice big breath. And exhale, forward fold. Nice, slow, and controlled. Weight in the toes. Hang out here for 5 breaths. So option to grab elbows or bring hands back behind the head and let the weight of your hands pull that spine down. We're going to hold for 5 breaths. Then we're going to drop the hands and walk back into plank. We're gonna hold here for 5 breaths. Then we're going into supported side plank. So we're gonna lower our right knee to the ground, rock over onto that right side, left arm comes up, we hold for 5 breaths. Opening that chest up, option to add a half bind here if you would like. We're here for 3 breaths. Inhale, come back to center. We're gonna switch sides. Come into that plank, drop the left knee, open up. Half bind if you choose, come back through center. Hands to mat, and then we're going to drop our knees for tabletop. So knees directly over those hips, shoulders directly over those wrists. So neutral spine first, then we're going to do some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, and exhale, curl and round. Tuck everything in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, drop, and exhale, curl. 5 rounds of this. We come back into tabletop, so neutral spine, and then back into child's pose. So big toes to touch, drop the heels, or the glutes, and the hands reach forward. So as a coach, if I'm coming over and getting her a little assistance here, which most of our girls need every single time, we're going to start up here and work our way down her back, just letting her know that we're here, making sure no skin is exposed, and then nice and easy, resting on her sit bones, we're going to push gently down, adding a little bit of weight to her hips so that they're resting on her heels and she's getting the full benefit of that back release, okay? So hold there for a few breaths. If it's longer than necessary, no one's gonna complain about being in child's pose. We're going to tuck those toes and exhale back into down dog. Shake those legs out, walk the dog if you need to. From here, after about 5 breaths in this down dog, focusing them on digging into their fingertips and lighting up that inner triad. So we actually want the pointer finger and the thumb to be doing the work. So that's where we're digging in. Inside of the elbows, rotate out towards us because the shoulders dig up towards their hips. So just like we talk about in class, we want to relax that scapula down, okay? Hips are lifted nice and high, up on those tippy toes. We're going to inhale into plank. Nice, slow, controlled roll. Exhale, lower in a slow chaturanga all the way down to your belly. Inhale up into cobra. And exhale, push back into down dog. We would go through 3 sun A's. We're just gonna do 1 here. So nice deep breath, soft knees, look up. Exhale, step the feet into the hands. Inhale, big breath up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach with those fingertips. Keep the shoulders relaxed into their scapula. And exhale, forward fold, nice, slow, and controlled. Inhale, halfway lift. That first halfway lift, we might encourage them to rest hands right on the top of the knee or even into the creases of their hips. So they press into their hips, shoulders roll down and back, chin is lifted slightly because we've got a little bit of an up dog quality here and we're engaging that low back to hold us nice and tight. And then exhale, forward fold, plant those hands, step back to plank. And we lower down into our cobra. Inhale up and exhale, push back into down dog. So remember 3 of those, we increase the speed and we add chaturanga by the last one. From here, we're going to inhale, right leg lifts, Exhale, squeeze it into the forehead. Crunch it in. Big, big squeeze. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. We're gonna release by planting it in between the hands. Drop that left knee down to the ground and walk those hands up on the quad. So here we're in kneeling crescent. So we're getting those legs warmed up for crescent pose. So even here, we're making sure that we're not collapsing into the left hip. Hips are square. We're pressing into that hip flexor. Shoulders are down and back. Knee is not coming over those toes. And inhale, arms up. So from here, we've got the option to either have them master this pose, or on an exhale, they're going to lunge forward slightly and inhale back away. So they come out of that little bit of a deeper lunge. Exhale, so you do this about 3 times. Inhale, back away. Exhale, third one, hold. Now there's no swaying in the low back. We've got that core nice and tight, shoulders are relaxed, and now they can add a slight back bend with palms together. So ask them to wrap their thumbs around and slight back bend if they're comfortable with it, okay? So low back is supported, gaze follows. From here, we're going to exhale, hands come to heart in prayer pose. We're going to hinge forward slightly and then bring that left elbow across the body to that right quad. So we're adding in a twist here. Now I really like to encourage, I know you can't see Kelly's back foot, but his back toe is still tucked, okay? So toe is tucked up under here, yeah. So I know you can't see it, but she's got that floint position in her crescent. So that means that the foot is flexed, the toes are flexed, but the foot gets pointed. So instead of a point, we add that flex here with the toe, and that's where their foot should always be, because when we come up off of that back knee, we want them already to have that memory in their mind. She's getting a little tired, I know, I'm sorry, I'll talk faster. Open arm twist here, so she'll open those arms, making sure that that left hand is possibly reaching towards the ground, and then we come back to the center, into that kneeling crescent, hands down, and she sinks back into half splits. So flex that front foot, sit those hips back. Option here is to add a block under this front thigh for support if they have trouble straightening their front leg. And inhale again, we've got that up dog quality. Exhale, chest lowers down to the knee. So most girls in that kneeling split would try to be here. We want that up dog quality of the chest, lower down, exhale, and then when their chest is on their knee, they can tuck the chin at that point, okay? So we're gonna step all the way through. So roll up, step that back foot in, big toes to touch, inhale up into chair pose. And from here, exhale, we're gonna open arm twist. So she's gonna bring that right arm out to the side, perfect, and come into that open arm twist. So as she's here, that left big toe is digging into the earth so her hips don't rock to the side and they stay square, okay? Come back through center and flow through to down dog. So we would do that second side. We're not gonna do that here. We'll just come back through to down dog. So she's gonna complete her vinyasa, push back. We would switch sides, but instead we're gonna go ahead and jump to that plank. So we inhale up to plank. She's gonna go into side plank. So we're gonna inhale, drop onto that right side, and inhale, left arm lifts. And now she's still at her balance level because that's where she's comfortable today. Option for strength to extend that bottom leg, and then Kaya to lift that top leg, okay? Inhale, come through center, and we'll go into that second side.